Let's talk about Venus retrograde, okay? Because this time we aren't doing pussy hats, okay? We're making a difference. Venus is retrograde in Pisces and Aries March 1st through April 12th, 2025. This will bring a powerful shift in how we experience love, how we look at our values, and our collective identity. This retrograde retraces the same Aries path as it did in 2017 when Trump took office and the Women's March sparked the sea of pink pussy hats. But this time the energy feels different, less symbolic protest and more raw, action-oriented change is desired. Pisces phase, let's break it up by phases. March 1st through March 23rd, Venus will be retrograde in Pisces in her exaltation. This emphasizes emotional reevaluation, compassion, disillusionment, secrets around relationships and finances. Leadership may surface. There's a collective longing for unity, but also a wariness from past betrayals. We all can feel that one, right? What can be rough with this, though, is nostalgia. Okay, get ready for the nostalgia, especially to a time before 2017. All the promises that we've seen since then, how close we've gotten to having a woman as president, but how we are so much further from that, even though it's been 8 years. It's like, I know that can hurt, but the idea is, yes, we had this vision in 2017, but it was skewed, and now the dream is clearer. We've grown up a little bit. That's the difference with this one starting in Pisces. We have a little bit more knowledge. We aren't disillusioned like we were before. We believed with that. I did believed with that protest we were going to make some change. I bought all the pussy hats I could, sold it, gave them to everybody. And I really thought, oh my gosh, there's so many people. There's no way we're ever going to go back. There's no way. There's just no way. But now we know better, don't we? We know. We know. And we know what they think of us, right? Like, think about women's journey since 2017. How hard they fight to just get us to not sit at the fucking table. Fucking scrap everything. The Aries phase, March 23rd through April 12th. When Venus re-enters Aries, the tone shifts from dreamy to defiant. Aries doesn't want to talk about change. It wants change. And it doesn't want change inspired by anyone else. We want our individual mark, our unique expression. Unlike the peaceful symbolism of the pussy hats, this retrograde may spark more confrontational, more unapologetic responses, and especially around rights, leadership, and women's personal autonomy. Women's rights, reproductive health, and bodily autonomy will likely be at the front and center, but the approach will be much more fiercer and less concerned with optics and more of a focus on results. White women, we know you were there, but what did we learn since? You know you bought a pussy hat. I might have bought it for you and gave it to you. What have our black and brown sisters been screaming since then? It's our turn. We might not be the best for leaders, but we have the ability to do it. We have the power to be dandelion, and our dandy power would bring so much change for the world. I'm talking to us white ladies. If we stopped holding up the men and not knowing, it's time for intersectionality or nothing. That's what we learned. That is what we should really gather from the last Venus retrograde to this one. So everyone's like, we've made jokes about it's like the Handmaid's Tale, but those jokes were a little too real with Neptune and Pisces. Apparently, there was no separation of art and real life. Trying to take away our right to vote. Forget abortion. They're going to take away our right to divorce. That's what black and brown women said. This isn't about abortion. It's the beginning. Everything they said was right. And it is our turn to dandy, to power up. We should not protest like how men protest. They have been feeding us propaganda and views. That's why so many people are saying, oh, they're not Nazis. Nazis come marching down a street. He's just doing a salute. We have to start thinking that way too. We have to start moving in a way that they don't see us coming. Like the pink pussy, like they put it on. It was like sponsored by Target and the patriarchy. Women, we are going to have to set some shit on fire. Literally. I have to get arrested. Don't touch bricks. I've been saying that Chiron in Aries is the wound of the male, but it's the wound of identity. And this identity wound hurts all of us. This whole like where we have to be forced into a binary code so men can understand hurts us all. Nature is a spectrum. We're a spectrum. We should all be safe in the spectrum. And if not, we should fuck you up. That's Aries energy, okay? There's a reason why they say mama bear. It is time for us to get nasty. Hekate's in Scorpio. So is Vesta. Aries energy sextiles that Pluto in Aquarius. It's up to us to create something new, ladies. We want a new world. We have to create it because they couldn't build it. We have to create it, and we're going to. Ooh, that took a turn, but that's okay. Venus retrograde. It was so heated, I didn't even finish reading my notes. I'll post these when it gets closer to it. What to expect with the Venus retrograde. Cultural flashpoints, events reminiscent of 2017 may resurface, but with a harder edge. Outrage will translate into organization, not just protest. The reckoning in relationships on a personal level. What have we been talking about? If you're not safe with your man, get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. If he ain't fighting for your rights, if he's not worried about you, better to be alone and be safe. She also is wanting us to make sure we are financially secure. She says, let's not depend on anybody, okay? Are we safe? Do we have a backup plan? Okay? Is your money at a bank? Figure out how to keep your money safe, especially if you're a single woman or if you're with a shitty fucking partner. But the big thing is empowerment. Power to the pussy. It's not just symbolism this time. This retrograde is not about performative activism. That's what we got to do last time because we didn't really know what it means and we didn't understand the fight. And I'm just talking to people who look like me. It's not about great pictures, great memes, people holding up that they believe Black Lives Matter. No, we need real work, real fight, real boots on the ground, not performative. Truly activist. It's about restructuring power dynamics from the ground fucking up. The ground that we come from, that we also go back to. No more pussy hats. So what instead? If 2017 was about collective awakening, 2025 is about strategic rebellion. Expect grassroots movements to prioritize action over aesthetics, driven by lessons learned since the last Venus and Aries retrograde. This time, it's not just about being heard or seen. It's about actual change. It's about recognizing that we are a part of this world, this system, and we have rights. We're going to fight for them.